Have you ever found yourself in bed, just utterly exhausted after a long day? You're genuinely hoping for that deep restorative sleep, only to discover your mind is still racing. It just refuses to settle down.
Oh, yes.
Or maybe you drift off okay, but then, bam, you're wide-eyed at 2 a.m., staring at the ceiling, totally unable to get back to sleep.
That sounds very familiar to many.
Does that resonate with your experience? Because if it does, please know you are absolutely not alone in this. It's such a common and honestly incredibly frustrating nightly battle for so many people.
It really is. And what's often overlooked, I think, is just how prevalent the struggle becomes, especially as we, gather more years.
Right.
Many people aren't aware that, around the age of 50 and certainly well into our 60s and beyond, these sleep problems become significantly more common. It's not just a random thing. It's largely due to very natural shifts in your body's internal clock, what we call the circadian rhythm.
Yeah.
Those instinctive sleep cues, the ones that maybe guided you easily into slumber when you were younger, they naturally begin to wane. They become less potent. And these restless nights, they aren't just about feeling a bit tired the next day. Over time, this lack of quality sleep gradually, but quite profoundly, weakens your overall health, your mental clarity, your vitality. It really becomes a foundational issue impacting healthy aging.
But here's the genuinely uplifting news, isn't it? We absolutely do not have to just accept this as, an inevitable part of getting older.
Not at all.
Nature, in its incredible wisdom, has actually provided us with powerful, remarkably natural, and crucially safe, real foods that interact directly with your nervous system.
That's key. Real foods.
These aren't just quick fixes, they're tools. Tools designed to help you reclaim that truly sound, deep, and fully restorative sleep your body really needs. So in this deep dive, our mission is to explore specific, potent foods, and many might already be in your kitchen right now that can significantly boost your sleep quality. Basically, helping your body relearn its natural rhythm.
And the promise here is, it's truly transformative. By thoughtfully incorporating these particular foods into your daily routine, you can start to observe real, lasting change. Often surprisingly so.
Like what kind of change?
We're talking about waking up to brighter mornings, feeling genuinely more rested, experiencing significantly less tossing and turning through the night. Your body can quite literally relearn how to rest, how to wind down properly, and how to stay asleep.
That's incredible.
And for seniors who might currently be relying on sleep aids, just to get through the night.
Right.
This deep dive offers a really fantastic opportunity to explore these powerful natural alternatives. It could potentially reduce or maybe even eliminate that reliance on medication. It's about empowering your body to do what it's designed to do, rest and rejuvenate itself naturally.
Okay, so let's start this exploration.
Right.
Where do we begin? Maybe with something familiar.
How about a fruit that's probably already a staple in your kitchen, but its surprising power for sleep is, often completely underestimated.
Intriguing. What is it?
We're talking about the humble yet incredibly mighty banana.
Bananas. Okay, most people think of them as just, a quick energy boost.
Exactly. But from a nutritional standpoint, it's a phenomenal, all-natural sleep aid. It has a truly profound impact on your body's ability to find rest.
How does that work? What's the magic in a banana?
Well, the key to the banana's impressive sleep-promoting power lies in this beautiful synergy of 3 essential nutrients working together: potassium, vitamin B6, and magnesium.
Okay, potassium, B6, magnesium.
Think of them like a tiny, perfectly coordinated team. Each one plays a vital role in gently guiding your nervous system towards relaxation.
How so?
Okay, first, let's look at potassium and magnesium. These 2 minerals are absolutely crucial for proper muscle function and, importantly, relaxation.
Ah, muscle relaxation.
Right. Throughout the day, our muscles can build up subtle tension. Sometimes we don't even realize it. These nutrients send a clear, calming signal to your entire body, effectively telling those muscles, okay, it's time. Release the day's tension, let go of any tightness or subtle clenching.
Like a physical unwinding signal.
Precisely. Imagine the relief your body feels as these microscopic signals help your muscles truly, truly unwind.
Okay, so that's potassium and magnesium. What about the vitamin B6?
Vitamin B6. It's a true MVP, you could say, in this sleep process. It acts as a crucial catalyst. It's essential for converting tryptophan.
Tryptophan, like in turkey.
Exactly, that amino acid we get from food, converting tryptophan into serotonin.
Serotonin, the feel-good neurotransmitter.
That's the one. And for very good reason. It plays a huge role in elevating your mood and encouraging a state of mental and emotional relaxation. But here's where it gets really impactful for sleep.
Okay.
That serotonin doesn't just stop there. It later transforms into melatonin.
Melatonin, the actual sleep hormone.
The very hormone your brain releases to signal, hey, it's time to initiate sleep. So when you eat a banana, you're not just getting a simple snack. You're giving your body the fundamental building blocks it needs to produce its own natural, powerful sleep signals. It's a really intelligent biochemical pathway.
That's a truly insightful way to put it. And it's not just theory, is it? You mentioned seeing this work in practice.
Absolutely. We've seen this profound synergy play out in real-world experiences, Take the case of Rosa, a wonderful 65-year-old woman I know. She'd been struggling for years with frequent midnight awakenings.
The worst.
Right, and often coupled with that persistent, incredibly disruptive, restless leg syndrome.
Oh, that's miserable. A really common complaint, too, especially for older adults. Makes real rest feel impossible sometimes.
Totally. So she decided to try a simple routine. Just eating one ripe banana, ideally one with a few brown spots, that indicates peak ripeness,
Yep.
about an hour before climbing into bed. Within just a few days, she noticed the twitching and discomfort in her legs significantly reduced.
Wow, that quickly.
That quickly. And after a few weeks, especially when she started combining it with some other foods we'll talk about later, her sleep became noticeably deeper, more regular, far less interrupted. She actually stopped looking at the clock at 3 a.m. It was a truly remarkable shift just from such a simple, natural habit.
That's incredible and so encouraging for people dealing with restless legs.
It's incredibly validating, isn't it, to see how these subtle, consistent nutritional inputs lead to such tangible improvements. Now, for listeners aiming for maybe an even greater impact, here's a little pro tip.
Okay.
Consider a warm, soothing oat milk banana pudding.
That sounds lovely.
It is. The inherent warmth and creaminess are just profoundly comforting, and it's a delicious way to get those sleep-supporting nutrients in.
Nice. Any other tips for bananas?
Yes, actually. Another often overlooked tip relates to slightly greener bananas.
Greener. I thought ripe was better.
Well, ripe is great for immediate nutrient delivery, but greener bananas contain more resistant starch. That's a unique type of fiber that doesn't get digested in the small intestine.
Okay, so where does it go?
It travels down to the large intestine where it acts as a prebiotic. It feeds the beneficial gut bacteria down there.
The gut microbiome connection.
Exactly. And here's the fascinating link. Some of those thriving gut bugs are directly involved in synthesizing sleep-promoting substances.
No way. So it's not just the banana's nutrients, it's also feeding the good gut bacteria that help us sleep.
Precisely. It's also about nurturing your gut microbiome, which plays this surprisingly significant, though often unappreciated, role in your overall well-being and, crucially, your sleep quality. It's quite holistic, really.
That's fascinating. So just to clarify for our listeners, bananas aren't like a sleeping pill, right? They don't knock you out.
That's a key distinction, absolutely. Unlike many pharmaceutical sleep aids, bananas don't induce drowsiness or force sleep in an artificial way. Instead, they gently assist your brain in sort of remembering how it should naturally fall asleep. They provide the necessary precursors and cofactors. It's about restoring and optimizing a natural biological process, not forcing an artificial one. Think of it as a gentle re-education for your body's sleep systems.
A re-education, I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. What's next on our list of sleep-friendly foods?
Let's talk about something crunchy, satisfying, and delicious. Something that's truly far more than just a convenient snack. Almonds.
Almonds. Okay, I know they're good for heart health.
They are indeed, but when it comes to supporting deep, restorative sleep, these little powerhouses are like silent protectors. They offer benefits that extend far beyond what you might initially realize.
Silent protectors. Intriguing. So what's their secret for sleep?
Well, while almonds are celebrated for healthy fats and protein for sleep, the undisputed star nutrient here is magnesium.
Magnesium again. Okay, it seems pretty important.
It's huge for relaxation. I often describe magnesium as almost like a natural dimmer switch for your entire neurological system.
A dimmer switch. I like that analogy.
When you consciously consume almonds, the magnesium they contain starts to work its magic. It subtly slows down overactive nerve activity, it eases overall bodily tension, and it prepares your entire system for a state of truly stress-free sleep. It's like a gentle, gradual dimming of your internal lights, helping your brain and body transition smoothly from being awake to being at rest.
That sounds incredibly calming. Are there other ways almonds help?
Oh, yes. The benefits don't stop there. They also directly address two common sleep disruptors many seniors face. Firstly, almonds play a significant role in regulating cortisol.
Cortisol, the stress hormone.
Exactly. Think about it. Ever find yourself lying in bed, thoughts racing, maybe you're playing a conversation, or mentally running through your to-do list?
Yes, all the time.
That internal mental chatter often points to elevated cortisol levels. The compounds in almonds help mitigate that cortisol surge, promoting a more tranquil mental state.
Okay, that's huge. And the second disruptor?
Secondly, don't overlook the vitamin E in almonds. It's a potent antioxidant that actively fights chronic inflammation throughout your body.
Inflammation. How does that affect sleep?
Well, chronic inflammation is often this subtle underlying factor that can quietly hinder your ability to get into those really deep restorative stages of sleep. It's like a quiet, persistent battle your body might be fighting. The anti-inflammatory properties in almonds work to create a less inflammatory environment, one that's more conducive to good sleep.
Wow. Okay, so cortisol regulation and anti-inflammatory benefits. Anything else?
Yes. Yet another critical advantage, especially relevant for seniors, the healthy fats and fiber in almonds help normalize and stabilize blood sugar levels overnight.
Ah, blood sugar. You mentioned that earlier with oatmeal.
Exactly. It's a really significant point. A sudden drop in blood sugar during the night can be the exact reason why many older adults find themselves waking up unusually alert, maybe even hungry, at 2 or 3 a.m.
Right. That feeling of being wide awake for no reason.
Precisely. When your body senses energy reserves dipping too low, it can trigger a mild stress response, releasing adrenaline to raise blood sugar, which ironically wakes you right up.
So almonds prevent that dip.
By consuming almonds, their healthy fats and fiber provide a slow, sustained release of energy. They help maintain steady blood glucose levels until morning, preventing those disruptive cortisol spiking crashes.
That explains so much about those midnight awakenings.
Yeah.
Okay, so for our listeners wanting to try this, what's the best way to eat almonds for sleep?
It's pretty simple, actually. Aim for a small handful, maybe around 10 to 15 almonds, about an hour before you plan to go to bed.
An hour before, okay.
That timing allows the magnesium and other compounds to start working as you wind down. Now, for a pro tip to really maximize their benefits.
Yes.
While eating them raw is perfectly fine, if you have the time, try soaking them in water for a few hours or even overnight before eating.
Soaking them, why does that help?
Soaking helps diminish compounds called anti-nutrients like phytates. These can sometimes hinder the absorption of minerals, like magnesium for some people. Soaking makes those precious nutrients more bioavailable, easier for your body to actually use.
Ah, interesting. Good tip.
And if you're feeling a bit adventurous, you could even make your own homemade almond milk.
Oh, wow. How?
Just soak the almonds overnight, then peel them. It's much easier after soaking, and blend them with warm water. Maybe add a pinch of cinnamon for flavor and warmth. Sipping this warm, homemade almond milk before bed, it allows the relaxing magic to start even more quickly and gently.
That sounds wonderfully soothing. Okay, great advice on almonds. Now, before we get to more sleep promoters, you mentioned something that might be a sleep disruptor.
Yeah.
Decaf coffee.
Ah, yes. We need to touch on this. It's a common, seemingly harmless habit that might actually be subtly harming your sleep without you even realizing it.
Decaf coffee. So many people drink it at night thinking it's fine because, well, it doesn't have caffeine, right?
Well, that's the common belief, and the marketing can be misleading. The reality, which might surprise many, is that decaf coffee still retains about 3% to 10% of its original caffeine.
3 to 10%. Wow.
Yes. And for someone who's sensitive, especially as we age and metabolism slows, that residual amount can be more than enough to disrupt your sleep architecture, preventing you from reaching those deeper, more restorative stages.
Wow. I had no idea it was that much.
But it's not just the leftover caffeine. There's a deeper concern, and it often relates to how the caffeine is removed.
How so?
Certain common decaffeination methods use chemical solvents like ethyl acetate or methylene chloride.
Chemicals. In decaf.
Yes. Now, they're typically only present in trace levels in the final product, but even these tiny amounts could potentially disrupt your delicate neurotransmitters, the brain's chemical messengers that control sleep and waking cycles. It's a subtle interference, like background noise preventing your brain from fully quieting down.
That's concerning.
And there's another layer here, a really fascinating one, the psychological aspect.
Psychological. With decaf.
Think about it. The taste of coffee, the aroma, the feeling of alertness you associate with it. These are deeply conditioned associations in your brain.
Right. Morning coffee equals wake-up time.
Exactly. For years, your brain has linked that ritual with alertness. So the familiar flavor and aroma, even from decaf with minimal caffeine, can still trigger a stimulatory response. It can make it harder for your mind to genuinely wind down.
So my brain thinks it's morning coffee time, even if it's decaf at night.
Your brain is a creature of habit. Just the ritual, the warmth, the smell can send an erroneous message. It's a subconscious signal saying, get ready for action instead of promoting relaxation. This mental confusion can be remarkably disruptive.
Wow. So it's the caffeine, potentially the chemicals, and the habit itself.
It can be a combination, and all this internal turmoil directly impacts your ability to get into deep sleep.
Deep sleep. You mentioned that's the really crucial stage.
Absolutely. That's where the true magic of repair and rejuvenation happens, especially as we age. During deep sleep, your brain clears out metabolic waste, the day's clutter. Your immune system reboots, cells rejuvenate.
So if we don't get enough deep sleep,
Even if you spend hours in bed without enough deep sleep, you'll wake up feeling lethargic, hazy, mentally foggy, maybe even unwell. It's like your body just hit pause instead of truly resetting and recharging. You haven't had that fundamental cleanse.
that makes so much sense. And the irony, you could be doing everything else right, avoiding screens, cool dark room, maybe meditating.
Exactly.
And this seemingly harmless cup of decaf could be silently undermining all those efforts,
Yeah.
robbing you of the deep sleep you need to heal and thrive as you get older.
Precisely. It's a classic example of something marketed as beneficial that can actually be a silent disruptor. A much better, truly sleep-promoting option, a soothing herbal infusion, like a warm, properly prepared chamomile tea.
Properly prepared. Okay, you have to tell us how later.
I will. It makes a huge difference. Many people report their sleep improves noticeably after just a few nights of switching from decaf to something like chamomile. It shows how marketing can sometimes disguise a disruptor. Decaf really can be a silent robber of deep sleep for many.
Okay, message received on the decaf. Let's pivot back to nature's solutions. What's next? Something ruby red, you said.
Yes. Let's talk about cherries. Little sweet, wonderful fruits. Most people have no idea they naturally possess this remarkable ability to regulate sleep.
Cherries, like the ones you get in summer. How do they help with sleep?
Their truly remarkable quality lies in their natural melatonin content.
They contain melatonin, naturally.
They do. Melatonin, as we know, is the primary hormone your brain releases to signal sleep time. Ideally, your body makes plenty each evening as light diminishes.
But life gets in the way.
Exactly. Chronic stress, aging itself, all that late-night screen time, irregular sleep patterns, these things can disrupt natural melatonin production.
Especially for seniors, maybe.
Particularly for seniors whose natural production might already be declining, that makes it harder to fall asleep and stay asleep. This is where cherries become such an invaluable asset.
So eating cherries gives you a natural melatonin boost.
It does. Simply eating, say, 10 to 15 fresh or frozen cherries, maybe an hour before bed, can genuinely help your body reestablish a healthy circadian rhythm.
Yeah.
They act as a natural aid in resetting your internal clock, gently encouraging a good night's sleep.
10 to 15, okay.
Yeah.
Fresh or frozen.
Yes. And that's just the beginning. Cherries are also incredibly abundant in powerful compounds called anthocyanins.
Anthocyanins, what are they?
They're potent antioxidants. They actively combat what we call silent inflammation, especially in the brain.
Inflammation again. So antioxidants fight that while we sleep.
Picture these anthocyanins as an incredibly efficient overnight cleaning crew. They work diligently to remove accumulated oxidative stress and inflammatory compounds from your brain and body as you rest. Waking up feeling remarkably balanced, mentally sharper, clear-headed. You know that feeling of waking up with unexplained aches, stiffness, or just feeling unwell even after hours in bed? That can often mean you didn't get enough deep, restorative sleep for healing. Cherries facilitate that crucial shift from lighter sleep stages into those profoundly healing, deep sleep cycles, helping your body repair and your mind rejuvenate.
Wow. Melatonin and brain-cleaning antioxidants. That's impressive.
And one more advantage. Cherries are strong allies when the seasons change.
How so?
As daylight hours shift, many people find their melatonin cycle gets unbalanced, leading to disrupted sleep. Cherries, with their natural melatonin, act as a natural anchor, helping maintain a steady sleep schedule, providing a consistent signal regardless of the changing sunlight.
That's really useful. Now, you emphasized fresh or frozen. Why is that so important? You said steer clear of dried ones?
Yes, that's a crucial hint. Dried cherries frequently contain a significant amount of added sugar.
Ah, added sugar. Not good before bed.
Definitely not. Those concentrations can cause undesirable energy spikes, interfering with your body's natural wind-down process. It completely negates the benefits you're seeking from the natural melatonin.
So it turns a sleep aid into a sleep disruptor.
Sadly, yes.
Hmm.
Especially for seniors whose blood sugar regulation might be more sensitive, you're much better off with the pure, unadulterated fruit.
Got it. So how should listeners consume them? Just eat them plain.
Eating them plain as a light snack about an hour before bed is great. They're delicious. Or, for a wonderfully soothing treat, blend them into a smoothie with warm almond or oat milk.
A cherry smoothie.
It's simple, tasty, and scientifically supported to help you get that deep, rejuvenating sleep. A delightful way to invite rest.
Fantastic. Okay, what's next on our tour of sleepy foods? Something green and fuzzy.
Exactly. Let's talk about kiwi. Bright green, often tangy, sometimes fuzzy, and potentially your new best friend for sleeping soundly.
Kiwi. I think of it in fruit salads, maybe. Not really for sleep.
It's surprising, isn't it? But kiwi is actually one of the world's most scientifically proven natural sleep aids.
Really? Proven.
Yes, extensive research, particularly impressive findings from New Zealand, where kiwi is a staple, consistently shows that regularly eating just 1 or 2 kiwis before bed can significantly enhance both sleep length and quality.
1 or 2 kiwis. Why? What's in them?
The why is multifaceted. Kiwis are exceptionally rich in serotonin.
Serotonin again. Okay. Mood and relaxation.
Exactly. As we know, serotonin is a direct precursor to melatonin, so it actively aids mental relaxation and emotional stability. The kiwi literally sets the stage for sleep, providing those initial chemical cues telling your body and brain it's time to wind down.
Sets the stage. Nice. Does it do anything else?
Oh, yes. Kiwis are packed with strong antioxidants, notably vitamin C and vitamin E.
More antioxidants.
These vitamins are vital for lowering oxidative stress, that quiet but harmful element affecting memory, mental clarity, and brain function, especially as we age. Ever wake up feeling disoriented, struggling to concentrate, just mentally foggy?
Brain fog.
Oxidative stress might be playing a role. The antioxidants in kiwis combat that burden from within, helping your brain clear waste and function optimally, leading to a clearer mind when you wake up.
Okay, so serotonin and antioxidants. Anything else special about kiwi?
Yes, here's an awesome bonus most people don't realize. The kiwi's skin.
The fuzzy skin. You can eat that.
You absolutely can. It actually contains even more fiber and antioxidants than the flesh. Just give it a gentle scrub with a brush to remove any fuzz if you like.
Wow. More fiber and antioxidants in the skin.
And that extra fiber promotes a healthy digestive system, which perhaps surprisingly has a very significant impact on sleep quality. A healthy gut often correlates directly with better, more restorative sleep. It's all part of that gut-brain axis.
That gut-brain connection keeps coming up.
Yeah.
Fascinating. Okay, so eating the skin is a great tip. Any other ways to level up with kiwi?
For a truly synergistic effect, I highly recommend pairing 1 kiwi with half a banana about an hour or so before bed.
Kiwi and banana together? Why that combo?
The synergy is quite elegant. You get the tryptophan from the banana and the serotonin from the kiwi working together in tandem. It boosts your body's natural melatonin production powerfully. It's like giving your brain a precise, double-barreled supply of the resources it needs for restful, deep sleep.
Nice. Tryptophan plus serotonin equals more melatonin.
You got it. And for an even easier, super soothing option, especially if you like a light drink, blend a creamy midnight smoothie, kiwi, banana, and warm oat milk.
That sounds delicious too.
It is. Naturally sweet, light on the stomach, and perfectly prepared your nervous system for relaxation. And kiwi's benefits go beyond just sleep. It can help reduce anxiety, irritation, even muscle soreness, all common sleep disruptors, particularly later in life. Kiwis really offer a comprehensive approach.
Small fruit, big impact.
Okay.
I know, for something maybe a little unexpected, sauerkraut. You said that could be a sleep aid, but with a warning.
Yes, exactly. Sauerkraut. This traditional fermented food can be a great sleep aid, but, and this is a critical caution, if you use it improperly, it might actually backfire and keep you awake.
Backfire. How can sauerkraut keep you awake?
It's about understanding how it can go wrong. If you happen to mix sauerkraut with certain incorrect foods, things like wine, chocolate, or other high histamine or maybe high cholesterol items close to bedtime,
Okay.
you might inadvertently create a kind of cocktail that keeps you up at night, because these combinations can create minor but significant shifts in your neurotransmitter balance and digestion right when your body needs calm and rest. Instead of promoting ease, they can create subtle internal turmoil.
Ah, okay. So avoid mixing it with those things. How should we eat it for sleep benefits then?
For optimal results, sauerkraut is best consumed in small quantities. We're talking maybe 2 to 3 tablespoons.
Just a small amount.
Yes, and it's most effective when enjoyed with a complex, healthful carbohydrate source, like, say, oats or brown rice. That helps balance its acidity and aids digestion.
Okay, small amount. With complex carbs, what about timing?
Timing is key. Eat it 2 hours or more before going to bed. Give your digestion time.
2 hours before bed.
Got it. And crucially, steer clear of mixing it with heavy red meats, other dense proteins, or highly processed dinner foods close to bedtime. That combination can dramatically slow digestion, leading to bloating, stomach pain, even insomnia exactly when you need ease. Easy digestion is the goal.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Any other potential issues with sauerkraut?
Well, it's really important to listen to your body. Sauerkraut might not be right for everyone. Watch for symptoms like facial flushing, maybe itchy skin, sudden waves of body heat, or a dull headache when you wake up.
What does those mean?
Those could be subtle signs of histamine sensitivity, which fermented foods can sometimes trigger in certain individuals.
Ah, histamine sensitivity. Okay.
And if you're buying it, always choose raw, unpasteurized versions. Pasteurization kills the beneficial probiotics, which are key to its health benefits.
Raw, unpasteurized. Look for that on the label.
Yes. And on the plus side, sauerkraut is also rich in vitamin C, which helps reduce cortisol, the stress hormone. Lower cortisol, as we know, correlates with deeper, more peaceful sleep.
Okay, so vitamin C is another benefit. Now, you had a crucial warning, especially for seniors.
Yes, this is very important. Use caution if you're currently taking iron supplements.
Iron supplements, why?
Vitamin C, which is high in sauerkraut, enhances iron absorption. That's usually good. But excessively high blood iron levels can actually inhibit melatonin generation, impairing sleep.
Wow. Too much iron absorption could block melatonin.
It potentially could, yes. So it's generally best to avoid taking iron supplements at the same time as sauerkraut. Just keep it simple, have the sauerkraut as a small part of a healthy evening meal, separate from supplements.
That is a vital piece of advice. Thank you. So, sauerkraut, potentially great, but needs to be used mindfully. Small amounts, right timing, right combinations. Check for sensitivity and be careful with iron supplements.
Exactly. Used correctly, this strange, tiny fermented food might offer significant benefits for your brain, nerves, digestion, and your ability to truly sleep.
Okay, great insights. Next up, you mentioned a morning staple that could actually help at night, oatmeal.
Oatmeal, yes. It's far more than just a hearty breakfast. It's honestly one of the world's most intelligent and underappreciated natural sleep aids, especially as we get older.
How can my breakfast oatmeal help me sleep?
Well, when you eat it thoughtfully, right components, right time oatmeal can profoundly balance your blood sugar, gently soothe your nervous system, and intelligently guide your body into a state ready for sleep. It's incredibly smart food for rest.
Okay, how does it do all that? What's the mechanism?
Its effectiveness boils down to 3 key things: magnesium, zinc, and its unique, slow-digesting carbohydrates.
Magnesium and zinc again, they keep popping up.
They're crucial. Magnesium lowers heart rate, calms the brain, relaxes muscles. Zinc is vital, a key cofactor in that whole chain reaction that creates melatonin.
Okay, magnesium, zinc, and the slow carbs. How do they help?
The slow-digesting carbs in oats are genuinely crucial for sustained sleep through the night. The gradual, constant release of glucose keeps energy levels steady.
Preventing that blood sugar crash we talked about.
Exactly. That dip is such a common yet often unrecognized reason why many people, especially seniors, wake up between 2 and 4 a.m. They think it was a dream or a noise.
But it was low blood sugar triggering adrenaline.
Precisely. The body senses low energy, panics slightly, releases adrenaline, and wakes you up. Oatmeal helps prevent this by providing steady blood glucose. No crashes, no spikes, no 3 a.m. brain buzz.
That is so helpful to understand. Does oatmeal have anything else special for sleep?
It does. Oats contain a special compound called avenin. It has modest sedative qualities.
Avenin, sedative, like a drug.
No, not like a drug at all. It doesn't cause drowsiness or grogginess the next day. It just gently helps quiet the mind, lowers overstimulation, settles that mental chatter, allowing for a calmer transition into sleep.
Gentle calming. Okay, so what's the perfect bedtime oatmeal recipe?
A really effective and comforting one is simple. Cook about half a cup of rolled oats in warm almond or oat milk. Creamy, soothing base. Then sprinkle a little cinnamon, adds flavor, helps blood sugar, and add a small handful of walnuts or almonds.
Adding those nuts enhances the calming and blood sugar benefits even more.
Exactly. Plus, it tastes great. Alternatively, if you prefer something lighter, you could mix a banana and plant milk smoothie with just a teaspoon of finely ground oats. Easy to digest, light, ideal for winding down.
Ground oats in a smoothie. Clever. And does research back this up?
Oh, yes. Studies consistently show that people who regularly eat oats spend significantly more time in deep sleep stages.
Deep sleep, the really restorative kind.
That's the one that genuinely rejuvenates and repairs the body. It means waking up more aware, focused, in a better mood, even if your total sleep time doesn't change much. It's about the quality of sleep, which is often way more impactful than just the quantity.
That's powerful. So if you're having trouble sleeping, feeling drained, restless nights, consider adding some oats to your evening routine, not just morning.
It's a simple, comforting change with potentially profound benefits.
Excellent. Okay, next on our list is something ancient, often seen as a symbol of peace. Chamomile. But you said preparation is key.
Absolutely key. Chamomile has been used for sleep forever, but its true effectiveness depends entirely on how it's prepared. Most people miss this critical detail.
How do most people get it wrong?
Simply dunking a standard tea bag in boiling water for a minute or two? Well, that gives you a weak, flavored water with almost no therapeutic impact. You're missing the plant's real power.
So those quick dunks aren't doing much. What's the secret then?
The secret lies in a substance called apigenin.
Apigenin.
It's a naturally occurring flavonoid, the source of chamomile's deep calming power. Apigenin binds to specific receptors in your brain, producing a relaxing anti-anxiety effect. Its mechanism is actually comparable to some prescription meds, but crucially, without the negative side effects.
Wow. So it's nature's way of telling the nervous system to relax.
Precisely. Nature's way of saying, let go, prepare for rest.
Okay, so how do we unlock this apigenin? You said proper brewing is vital. What does that involve?
Right. First, ingredients. Use dried, whole chamomile flowers, not the cheap, often powdered stuff in basic tea bags. Whole flowers retain the essential oils and active compounds.
Whole flowers, okay. What about the water?
Water temperature is critical. Do not pour aggressively boiling water directly onto the flowers.
Why not boiling? Isn't that how you make tea?
Apigenin is quite delicate. Intense, direct heat can actually damage it and negate the relaxing effects. You need to let the water cool slightly after boiling. Ideal range is about 175 to 195 Fahrenheit or 80 to 90 Celsius.
How do you know when it's right without a thermometer?
A good visual cue. Wait until the vigorous bubbling stops, but steam is still rising steadily. That's your sweet spot.
Okay. Hot but not boiling violently. Got it. What else?
Steeping time. Hugely important, often overlooked. Don't just steep for a few minutes. You need to cover the cup. This is crucial.
Cover it. Why?
To prevent the volatile essential oils, which contain many calming compounds, from just evaporating away, keep the goodness in. Then steep for a full 8 to 10 minutes.
8 to 10 minutes. That's much longer than usual.
It is, but it's necessary to properly extract all the calming components into the water. And finally, even the mug matters. Use ceramic or glass. Some metals can slightly alter the chemical makeup of apigenin and other active ingredients.
Wow. Whole flowers, water just off the boil, cover, steep 8-10 minutes. Use ceramic or glass. That's specific.
It is, but following these steps ensures you get the maximum therapeutic benefit.
Okay, can you give us the perfect, actionable recipe again?
Sure. 1 heaping spoonful of dried whole chamomile flowers. 1 cup of hot, but not boiling, water. Cover and steep for 8 to 10 minutes, then drink it about 30 to 45 minutes before you plan to go to bed.
Simple when you know how. Can you enhance it?
You can. Combining it with other calming herbs like passion flower or lemon balm can intensify effects. Or add a little raw honey. It has its own subtle sedative qualities.
Nice. And making it a routine helps.
Immensely. Incorporate it into your evening wind down. Dim lights, no screens, maybe gentle music. When you regularly drink properly brewed chamomile at the same time each night, your brain forms a strong association. The fragrance, the taste become a powerful sensory cue, signaling it's time to relax, the day is done. After just a few days of this consistent ritual, you might be truly astounded by how much longer, deeper, and easier your sleep becomes. It's about building that calming habit.
Fantastic advice. Okay, one last food to cover. Walnuts. We know they're heart healthy, but sleep aids too. They look like little brains.
They do, don't they? And yes, they are among the very best natural sleep aids out there. These crunchy, mild nuts are packed with a special combination of nutrients that directly benefit your neurological system for sleep, especially as we age.
How do walnuts work for sleep?
Okay, first, they're exceptional healthy fats. Walnuts are notably abundant in omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids.
Essential fats, right.
Yeah.
Our bodies can't make.
Correct. And they are vital for the efficient production of melatonin, our master sleep hormone. Your brain literally uses these specific fats as raw material to make melatonin effectively and naturally.
So eating walnuts gives the brain the building blocks for melatonin.
Exactly. Eating just 4 or 5 walnuts before bed can significantly help your body produce a consistent supply of the hormone that helps you fall asleep and stay asleep.
4 or 5. Okay. What else is in them?
Well, surprise, surprise, they're also a good source of magnesium.
Magnesium, again, it's everywhere in these sleep foods.
It's so key for relaxation. Lowers blood pressure, slows heart rate, relaxes muscles. All ideal physiological signals for preparing for rest. But here's the most remarkable fact about walnuts and sleep.
Go on.
They naturally contain melatonin.
They contain it too, like cherries.
Yes. This means your body doesn't need to convert anything. The melatonin comes directly from nature, ready for immediate use.
Wow. So they provide building blocks and the finished product.
Precisely. If you're someone who wakes up frequently during the night for no clear reason, it often indicates your natural melatonin levels are too low or dropping too quickly. The direct melatonin in walnuts, combined with supporting your body's own production, can really help maintain stable levels throughout the night, leading to sounder, more uninterrupted sleep, fewer of those frustrating middle-of-the-night wake-ups.
That is a game changer for interrupted sleep. Let's hear about Martin again, the man who used walnuts.
Right, Martin, 67 years old, used to wake 2 or 3 times every night, often lying awake. He saw a significant, lasting change just by adding a modest handful of walnuts to his supper each evening.
What happened?
He started sleeping noticeably deeper, and on the rare occasions he did wake up, he could get back to sleep much more quickly and easily. A subtle dietary tweak with profoundly better sleep quality.
That's fantastic. Are there any tips for eating walnuts, like soaking?
Yes, just like almonds, soaking walnuts in water for about 4 hours before eating can maximize benefits.
Why again? The phytates.
Exactly. It helps lower those phytates that can hinder nutrient absorption, making the magnesium, essential fats, and other goodies more bioavailable.
Okay, soak walnuts too, if possible. Any good combinations?
An ideal combination for enhanced sleep. Combine walnuts with a carbohydrate-rich fruit like a banana or a kiwi.
Walnuts with banana or kiwi, why that mix?
It's that elegant synergy again. The tryptophan, which is in walnuts, gets converted to serotonin and then melatonin. That process is significantly helped by the carbs from the fruit getting it across the blood-brain barrier. Meanwhile, the good fats and direct melatonin in the walnuts help sustain levels through the night.
So the carbs help the tryptophan work, and the walnuts provide fats and direct melatonin.
It's the ideal combination for sustained, natural melatonin production and a full night's rest.
So practically, maybe a small bowl with some soaked walnuts and kiwi slices about an hour before bed.
That's a delicious, simple, and truly powerful combination designed to support your sleep.
Perfect.
Absolutely. Please don't undervalue these incredible little seeds that look like tiny brains. Incorporating walnuts into your nightly routine is quick, tasty, scientifically supported. It helps your body get back to its natural, optimal sleep pattern. And it's not just about more hours, it's about getting that deep, rejuvenating rest that transforms your mood, clarity, and well-being when you wake up. A real investment in your quality of life.
What an incredibly illuminating deep dive this has been. We've unpacked some truly powerful, natural tools today for achieving better, more restorative sleep, especially for seniors. From the common banana to walnuts, and even the crucial details about brewing chamomile. These simple food-based solutions, when we understand them and apply them thoughtfully, can genuinely make a profound difference in reclaiming that deep sleep our bodies need.
Absolutely. So, as you, our listener, reflect on everything we've discussed today, what stands out most to you? Which of these natural approaches feels most resonant, maybe most actionable for your own unique journey towards better sleep? We really encourage you to consider how these insights, drawn right from nature's pantry, can be thoughtfully woven into your daily life, your E1 routine, maybe even starting tonight.
And as we wrap up, here's maybe a final thought to ponder. Consider that prioritizing deep, truly restorative sleep using these natural foods. It isn't just about managing a symptom like insomnia, is it?
Not at all.
It's really about proactively investing in a foundational pillar of healthy aging, of overall vitality, and maintaining a vibrant, clear-headed life. It feels like a powerful, self-empowering step toward a more energetic, more joyful you.
Beautifully put, and I challenge you, our listener, to think beyond just getting more sleep. Instead, shift your focus to optimizing the quality of your sleep for comprehensive well-being, gaining a deeper understanding of your body's subtle cues, and providing it with the right natural support through these foods. It can truly unlock a renewed sense of energy, profound mental clarity, and an improved mood that extends far, far beyond the bedroom. Just observe how even small, consistent changes in your dietary habits can lead to surprisingly significant, life-enhancing improvement in your daily life, your disposition, your whole outlook. It really is a journey worth taking.